Gender-based violence is a major factor in the breakup of the family structure and the contribution to crime. This sobering fact borne out in statistics released last week by the task force who worked on the issue for 2 years. The report calls for immediate intervention by government to assist in eradicating the social ill. Clint Watson has more tonight on the issue and some of the programs recommended to bring about change.
Our crime problem will not be solved if we do not solve the problem of gender-based violence.
Prime Minister the Right Honourable Perry Christie says his administration is giving considerable focus to addressing this vexing issue as it is a major underlying factor in the crime.
I thought we were dealing with a subject that people were loath to speak about. They speak behind their hands. Do you know who's beat women? Do you know who do this? Do you know who's cruel to their children? And that this effort in itself was bringing to the public's attention, opening it right up so that we can be honest with ourselves in our community as to the challenges that exist.
Gender-based violence, according to the newly released report by the National Task Force on GBV, is endemic in the Bahamas and constitutes a major public health issue. Between 2005 to 2010, 45 women were killed as a result of intimate partner violence. Statistics also show that the Bahamas leads the Caribbean with recorded rapes rate. It is also a known fact that incidents of rape and child sexual abuse are often not reported to state authorities. Deputy Chair of the task force, Dr. Robin Roberts, says the first thing they've proposed is a national intervention for children.
And this would be done in conjunction with the Public Hospitals Authority and the Bahamas and the Crisis Center. We are aware that children exposed to violence in the home and community experience a sense of loss, guilt, self-blame, terror, and fear. They become at-risk children who have an increased tendency towards violence or re-victimization, unhealthy behavior, and illness with lasting impact on brain function and structure. This national program for early intervention is mandated. That is one in which specially trained counselors will be made available for these at-risk children.
Annual police reports document 9,045 assault female victims in 5 years from 2008 to 2012. But women aren't the only victims of this violence. Young men and boys are exposed as well. The creation of a specific program for reclaiming boys will be established. Other initiatives include a program focusing on the issues throughout the family of violence, as well as a program for batterers.
We've shown that 10 years down the line, the men who have joined these programs, 80% of them or more are still free of committing violence. So we want to expand this throughout the country, from island to island, starting first in Nassau, and then we'll be moving into Freeport.
Chairperson of the task force, retired Justice Ruby Nottage, is convinced that if these programs are implemented now, it will produce a positive result and help in the fight against crime.
Is that when we seek to eradicate GBV, we are putting in place a strategic plan that goes to the root cause in seeking to combat the essence of violence and criminality in our society. We must eradicate gender-based violence.
Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.